I open my eyes. My hand is already reaching for the headset. I am at my desk, the familiar console glowing. I am a 911 operator. The low hum of the server room usually provides a steady drone, a constant rhythm. Today, it stutters. A faint, almost imperceptible skip in the sound. My gaze drifts to the digital clock on my monitor. It reads 11:37 a.m. Then it blinks, not forward but backward. 11:36 a.m. Then 11:35 a.m. It freezes there, stuck. The call timer, too, still at 0000. I remember logging the last call, a domestic dispute. I filed the report. The screen in front of me now shows an empty call log. The report is gone. A cold dread settles in my chest. This has happened before. Not exactly like this, but similar. The feeling of a moment repeating, or being undone. I don't speak. I just watch the frozen clock. My breath catches. My brass key, the one on the lanyard around my neck, feels different. I remember polishing it this morning. It was bright, almost gleaming. Now a faint smudge of tarnish has reappeared on its head. A small, dark fingerprint. It wasn't there a second ago. The tarnish is real. I can feel it under my thumb. The time slip isn't just in my head. It leaves a mark. I force my hand toward the headset, trying to ignore the frozen clock and the impossible tarnish on my brass key. My fingers brush the cool plastic. A faint click echoes from the empty desk beside me. It's the sound of my own mouse, from when I logged in just minutes ago. I didn't move. I didn't click anything. I pause, listening intently. The low hum of the server room, which had stuttered, now seems to play a faint, repeating loop of its own. A subtle skip, then the same skip again, a broken record. I hear the soft scuff of my shoes, a sound I made walking to this very chair. It's faint, but distinct, a ghost of my own past action. My breath catches. I press my thumb against the tarnished head of the key. The dark fingerprint is still there, rough under my skin. It feels real, more real than the clock. The screen in front of me remains blank, waiting for a call. I should be ready. I should trust the digital clock, the one that says 11:35 a.m. But my senses scream a different truth. My memory insists I've already been here, already logged a call, already seen the clock jump backward. The phantom sounds layer over each other now. A keyboard tap, a chair squeak, my own voice, a whisper of a forgotten greeting, all playing at once. Each sound is an echo of an action I've already taken, or one I am about to take again. The repetition is not just in my head, it's in the air, it's in the room. I am caught. I am waiting for the loop to complete, or to break. I don't know which will come first. I stare at the blank screen. The phantom sounds of my own past actions finally fade. Only the low hum of the server room remains. My gaze drifts to the stapler on my desk. It was new this morning. Its chrome had glinted under the fluorescent light. It feels real. Too real. This isn't just an echo. This is solid decay. I pull my hand back slowly. My eyes scan the desk surface. A small coffee spill, from when I first sat down, is gone. The dark ring vanished. Then, with a subtle shimmer, it reappears. But it's not liquid. It's a dark, frozen patch. It looks like a fossilized stain. I press my nail into its edge. It's hard. It's unyielding. It feels almost crystalline. A tiny shard breaks off. It's sharp against my fingertip. The brass key around my neck feels colder. It feels heavier. The dark fingerprint of tarnish on its head has deepened. It spreads like a slow bruise. The room is accelerating. Objects around me are aging. They decay. Then they reform in an instant. I am still here. I am caught in this moment. But the world is not. The discrepancy between my stillness and its frantic decay deepens with every passing second. I am watching time break apart. I don't know how long I can endure this. My own body feels wrong. My heart thumps a frantic, irregular beat against my ribs. But when I press 2 fingers to my wrist, my pulse is slow. It drags a heavy, sluggish rhythm. They are out of sync. 2 different clocks ticking inside me. I try to move my hand. It feels like wading through thick, cold water. Every motion is delayed. Yet the shadows on the wall race. They stretch and shrink. They flicker and snap back, faster than any light source could allow. I try to log the time on the console. My fingers hover over the keyboard. The cursor jumps. It skips entire seconds. It deletes numbers I just typed, then replaces them with different ones. The system mocks my input. My expertise means nothing when the now is a moving target. A coworker, Sarah, walks past my desk. Her eyes are rolled back, showing only white. A fixed, unsettling smile stretches her lips. Her voice is flat, distant. The present is a broken mirror, she says. Each shard reflects a different now. Do not try to piece it together. She blinks. Her eyes clear. She walks away humming, as if nothing happened. I am alone in this. My body is failing me. The world is failing me. The brass key around my neck feels like a dead weight. The tarnish on its head is a deep, bruised black now. It feels like it's pulling me down, anchoring me to a moment that no longer exists. The black tarnish on my brass key feels like a brand. It burns cold against my chest. My pulse still fights itself. One slow, one fast. I push away from the console, needing to stand. The floor beneath my feet feels soft, like old carpet over shifting sand. I take a step, then another. My own body feels heavy, yet strangely light. Ahead of me, near the server room door, I see it. A shimmer in the air. It solidifies. A figure. It's me, translucent like smoke, but clearly me. It's walking away from the door, heading towards my desk. My past self, perhaps, moments before. Its movements are fluid, unburdened by the present's drag. I watch it, frozen. My breath catches. The air around it seems to ripple, distorting the familiar office space. The path it takes isn't quite the path I know. The floorboards seem to bend around its feet. I feel a pull, a strange gravity, drawing me closer. My hand lifts, almost involuntarily. I reach out. My fingers pass through its shoulder. A jolt. Not just a touch, but a violent shudder through my entire being. My teeth clatter. My vision blurs. The air around me vibrates, a low hum that shakes my bones. It feels like the world is tearing itself apart, then stitching itself back together, badly. When the tremor subsides, my hand is throbbing. I look down. A faint, spiderweb pattern of red lines has appeared on my palm. They glow faintly, then fade to a bruised purple. They are real. They sting. The brass key around my neck feels heavier, colder. The tarnish on it seems to deepen, almost absorbing the light. The tremor faded, leaving my body humming. My palms still throbbed, the spiderweb lines a bruised purple against my skin. The brass key around my neck felt like a lead weight. Its tarnish now, a deep, lightless black. I looked around the office. The space was no longer just rippling. it was actively changing. A section of the wall near the server room had peeled away. Beneath the modern drywall, rough-hewn logs, dark with age, were exposed. They looked like they belonged to a cabin, not an office building. Further down the corridor, where the break room should be, a sleek, metallic structure jutted out. It was broken, rusted, a ruin from a future I didn't know. Ancient dust motes danced in the air, mingling with the sharp scent of modern soot. I ran my fingers over the exposed log. The wood was real, splintered and dry. A screen flickered on a nearby empty desk. It showed a coworker, Sarah, her eyes rolled back, a fixed, unsettling smile on her face. Her voice, usually bright, was flat, distorted. The system requires temporal layering. These collisions are deliberate. They are permanent. The architecture will reflect all eras. It is immutable. The screen went dark. Sarah, who had been standing by the water cooler, blinked, then walked away, humming a pop tune. My scars burned. The key felt colder, heavier. This wasn't just an illusion. The world was becoming a collage of impossible times. And it was real. The air itself begins to tear. Not a sound, but a visible distortion, like heat haze rippling through solid objects. The exposed logs in the wall groan, splintering further, but the modern drywall around them heals, in patches, then peels back again, faster this time. The metallic structure from the future, once rusted, now pulses with a faint blue light, its broken edges sharpening, then dulling, then sharpening again, too quickly for my eyes to track. I stumble back as the floor beneath me buckles. One moment, it is linoleum, then rough earth, then a grid of glowing panels, all shifting and grinding against each other. A filing cabinet, still perfectly modern, slams shut with a metallic clang, but the ancient wooden doorframe next to it slowly warps, its latch trying to engage a bolt that is not there. My breath hitches. I feel a pull, a sickening lurch, as if my own body is trying to exist in 3 times at once. The spiderweb scars on my palm burn, a deep throbbing ache. I see a gap open in the floor, a void that shows only swirling colors, past, present, future, all collapsing. I have to move. I have to stay here. I lunge, throwing myself towards a section of floor that still feels solid. A patch of worn carpet. My fingers scrabble, gripping the edge as the linoleum next to it dissolves into dust, then reforms as polished stone. The brass key around my neck swings wildly, catching on something unseen, pulling me forward. I gasp, my muscles screaming, trying to anchor myself to this moment, this reality. The office is tearing itself apart around me. The tearing stops, abruptly. The violent lurching ceases. The grinding, the splintering, the frantic shifting of floor and wall, all of it just stops. I hang half fallen, my fingers still gripping the worn carpet, my muscles screaming from the effort. But the scream is silent. Everything is silent. Deafeningly so. Dust motes kicked up by the chaos hang suspended in the air, perfect, unmoving spheres. The filing cabinet, mid-slam, is frozen, its metal drawer inches from closing. The ancient wooden doorframe, caught in its warp, holds its impossible curve. Even the blue pulse from the metallic structure is a static glow, a captured flash. I am the only thing still moving. My breath, ragged and shallow, is the only sound. I push myself up, slowly, my limbs heavy, as if moving through thick water. My spiderweb scars throb on my palm, a dull, constant ache, but the immediate tearing pain is gone. I look around. A coworker, Sarah, is frozen at her desk. Mid-sip of coffee, a perfect droplet suspended just above her mug. Her eyes are wide, unblinking, fixed on nothing. Then I see it. Just beside the metallic structure, where the air had been tearing, a small, jagged rip remains. It's not moving, not healing, not expanding. It's a physical tear, a jagged hole in reality itself, frozen in place. Through it, I can see a sliver of something else, a deep, impossible violet, like a bruise on the sky. It's a scar, a wound. Proof. The chaos is paused, but the damage is real. The office is a museum of impossible moments, a snapshot of timelines colliding. My brass key, still swinging gently from my neck, catches the static blue light, a tiny, unwavering beacon in the frozen world. Its silence shatters. It's not a sudden crash, but a slow, almost reluctant return of sound. The low hum of the server room bleeds back into the air. A steady drone once more. Sarah's coffee cup clinks softly against her desk as she completes her sip. The filing cabinet drawer slides shut with a soft thud. Everything moves again. The office looks exactly as it should. No impossible curves in the doorframe. No jagged rip in the air. The blue pulse from the metallic structure is gone. It's as if the pause never happened. But I remember. I remember the violet tear. I remember the frozen dust. The sensation of hanging suspended. My spiderweb scars throb on my palm. A dull, familiar ache. A testament to what was. I reach for the brass key on my lanyard. It feels different. I pull it closer. The once bright metal is now smooth, almost slick, as if it has been handled by countless hands for decades. The edges are soft, worn down. The small tarnish mark from before is gone, replaced by a deep, ancient sheen. It is a key that has seen too much time. I settle back into my chair. The console glows, the call log empty. My headset feels heavy. The air in the room shifts, a subtle tremor that only I seem to feel. The fluorescent lights flicker, just at the edge of my vision, but when I look directly, they are steady. A faint metallic taste lingers on my tongue. This job isn't just taking calls. It's holding the line. It's containing a reality that wants to fray. Every quiet moment is a reminder of the decay. The low hum of the server room is a constant, a drone that never truly changes pitch. Sarah sips her coffee. Mark shuffles papers. These are not just repeated actions. They are the actions. Always. I watch the clock on my monitor. It reads 11:35 a.m. It has read 11:35 a.m. for what feels like an eternity. The call log remains empty. My headset rests heavy, a familiar weight. I remember the violet tear, the frozen dust. I remember the way the brass key felt, slick and ancient. It still feels that way now, cool against my thumb, its edges smoothed by impossible time. I understand it now. This isn't a loop I'm caught in. It's a single, stretched moment. An eternal now. Every shift, every call, every flicker of the fluorescent lights, it's all happening at once, always. My awareness changes nothing. The system is permanent, inescapable. I am not moving through time. I am a part of its stasis. My identity, my purpose, is just another gear in a clock that never moves forward. This isn't a journey, it's a fixture. The spiderweb scars on my palm throb, a dull echo. They are proof of events that have already happened, and are still happening, and will always happen. I am here. I will always be here, holding the line, containing the fray. The realization isn't a shock. It's a quiet, cold acceptance, a haunting understanding of my place in this unmoving present. This isn't an end. It's just what is.